In the previous video, I gave you some amount of idea in terms of how you can write cipher queries and generate insights from the data that you have. The data too that I used was very small in nature, right? What I'll do today is I'll show you how you can build your own question and answer system using Neo4j database as a backend. So without wasting any further time, let's kickstart the video. The first thing that I'll do is I'll go to sandbox.neo4j.com. Essentially, once you've logged in, once you've created the account, this is the screen that you should be able to see. For this particular video, I'll be using the movies dataset. So I've already selected movies. So there are multiple other datasets as well, but I'll kind of select movies dataset and I'll click on create. So it will kind of create the movie sandbox for me. And I have the sandbox up and running. So this is the connection details that are there. So I'll quickly require this when I kind of jump to the Python section of the code. I also forgot to show you one thing that I'll show you today, which is connect via drivers. So if I want to kind of have a connector, which is say a Python connector, I'll require Neo4j driver library. So I'll basically do a pip install when I go to the other screen. And here you have the startup code as well. So all of this is given to you. So now I'll jump to the Python screen. So this is my Python/Jupyter Notebook/Google Colab screen. I'll require some amount of modules in order to create the chatbot-like interface. So first things first, what I require is Neo4j driver package. And I also require Gradio. So I'll quickly install these two packages. While the installation is happening, just to give you a heads up, I want to create a chatbot-like interface wherein I ask questions about my graph database in English and I get my responses in English as well. Behind the scene, you will have written some cipher query already, but in the front end, what you can do is you can kind of create an interface wherein you can ask questions about your data, like graph data, in natural language. So the installation is now done. I'll go to the import section now. So in this piece of code, I import graph database from Neo4j. I'll require the Spacie library. Given that I'm using Google Colab, Spacie already exists on Google Colab, so I didn't explicitly install it. And I'll require the Gradio library, for which I say import Gradio as gr. So I'll quickly run the cell. Now from the previous section, I'll kind of paste the URL. So this is the first URL. I'll type in the username, which is Neo4j, and I'll paste in the password as well. So I'll quickly run this cell to establish a connection between my current Python session and my Neo4j sandbox. I load the Spacie's default model into a variable called as NLP. So I'll quickly run this cell. Now before showing you the functions, I'll kind of quickly show you the graph as well so that you have a sense of what the data looks like. So I'll quickly type in the command match n return n and I'll quickly run the cell. So this is the graph database that I have. I'll quickly expand this as well. So it has 38 movies and 133 people. I'll quickly zoom in as well. So you have different movies here. So you have movies like When Harry Met Sal, Top Gun, Stand By Me, and so on and so forth. So you have connections that are built. So you have person node as well. Person node is connected via some actions. So you have acted in, directed, and so on and so forth. So these are some of the links that are already created. And this essentially is the database that we'll be utilizing for generating our Q&A system. Coming back to our Python function, here are some of the functions that I've created. The first function that I'll talk about is extract entity. What essentially it does is it kind of takes in the question, I pass it through the NLP model that I've created, Through the NLP model, I extract the entities that are present. If any of the label that I'm searching for is present in any of the entities that I find, I return that particular entity text. If it's not found, then I return nothing. So this is what this function does. This is a function called as chatbot that I've created that will help me replicate a chatbot-like interface using Gradio. I've covered this in one of my videos, which is something that I'll attach in the video description. Feel free to check that out. So this is the function get_answer where most of the heavy lifting happens. It takes in an input called as question. In the first line of code, it is able to extract entities which are related to movies or work of art. So I pass in the question through the function extract entity, and if there is a movie title present, it is saved into the variable movie_title. Similarly, in the entity itself, if there is a person entity, then all of that is saved into the director_name. If there is no movie title that is discovered in the question, then it returns an error message. Here I create driver.session and assign it a name as session. And here I look for a word called as release or released in the question. And finally, if the word is present, what I do is I call the session.run function. I have a simple cipher query here where I match movies where the title is based on the movie title that I've extracted, given that was not none. And I return the release date. If there was no result that was returned, then no information found for the movie. If record is in the result, then the release date of the movie is printed as the output. So a kind of a rule-based system is what I've generated. When you think of it at a scale, when you have millions of records and when you have millions of nodes interacting with each other, even such rule-based Q&A systems can kind of give you great insights in real quick time, right? So this was the objective of creating this small Q&A based function. I'll quickly import this into memory. I also forgot to import the other functions in memory, so I'll quickly do that as well. And finally, here is where I'll call the gr.interface function, wherein I'll pass the function chatbot. I'll define the input and output states, and I'll call the launch function. So I'll quickly run the cell. So here is my interface. I'll ask my first question. When did the movie Rescue Dawn release? So the release date of Rescue Dawn is 2006. So it's doing a good job in terms of understanding what the movie is and what was its release date. Now I'll rephrase my sentence. So I'll say, can you tell me the release date of Cloud Atlas? I click submit, and here it gives me the output as well. Let me try one more example. I am curious about the release date of The Matrix. And here it says the release date of Matrix is 1999. You can have cipher queries created in form of what I've just shown you. You can have entities extracted from the questions as well as from the queries. And then you can have a rule-based Q&A system where the backend is Neo4j and the front end is basically Gradio or any other interface that you like. So this is something that I wanted to share with all of you today. I hope you found this video informative. If you do like the content that I create on my channel, it would be super motivating if you can press the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to be notified for amazing videos on data science and machine learning. Thank you so much for watching the video.